Hi everyone and welcome to the special podcast live from IBC 2025. My name is Kate and I'm really excited because we have a very special guest here, Eric Houders, the founder of Cuez, the world's first cloud-based and end-to-end newsroom, rundown and automation tool. And before starting Cuez, Eric worked as a TV director himself, so he knows everything about the struggles and the pressures of live production. Today, he's channeling his experience into building tools that actually work, simplify workflows, bring automation into the control room, and give creatives more time to actually focus on storytelling. We're going to dive into how automation is changing production, why the new automator is such a game changer, and where AI could take us next. So, let's jump in, Eric. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Kate. Yeah.
And maybe let's start with just you introducing yourself, what you did before founding Cuez. I know you worked as a TV director. What struggles from those days do you think automation can solve for today's productions teams?
Cool, yeah. So I used to be TV director for more than 15 years, I think, doing a lot of entertainment shows. It was in the glory days of the industry. There was a lot of money to have everything, all the cameras and all the people you wanted to create shows. But one thing that was always bothering me was that if we wanted to bring content, editorial content to the production environment, it was not made for it. So we used to work in Word documents. We used to carry our videos with these orange USB discs towards the gallery. And all these machines, they are so difficult that we needed, for every machine that was in the gallery, that we needed a separate person. I wanted to solve that. I wanted to create something that was user-friendly towards the editorial team, and that all the media and all the content going to prompters and so on, that it would end up in the devices more organically. And I thought, if I want to solve it, then I need to start with the editorial team. So we need to make something very user-friendly, where they love to work in, where they can put in their content, and that they're sure that when they take this content to studio, that there's no surprises, that there's nothing missing. So that's how it started.
Yeah, I think it's very important to mention that not everyone in the editorial team has the technical background to understand all the technicalities of the production. So how do you think Automator makes it possible to create and run shows more easily for the creatives in the production?
In the entertainment industry, there is a lot of changement in teams. There's a lot of new people, younger people creating content. They don't have the knowledge of all these technicalities. So what we try to solve is that there's a simple user interface that they can understand, because that knowledge of working with these young and non-technical teams, that's really what we wanted to achieve with our automation and our rundown, to make something very simple so people can onboard very quickly. These days you're not only making broadcast news, but you also have to create a lot of online content. Don't find enough trained people, very technical skilled people to do that. So that's why you need a very intuitive, user-friendly interface to start creating shows.
All right, and maybe let's jump into the Cuez suite. The Cuez Automator, it has been called a game changer for the industry. And what makes it stand out from traditional productions and other automation tools?
I think the simplicity. So it's not only simple for editorial teams to operate it, but also for a technical team that needs to set up the whole automation. So we call it no-code automation. So somebody who's a bit technical, who knows how TV works, who knows more or less how these machines work, they can go in, they can create automations very easily, adopt it. If there's a new show and there needs to be some small tweaks, they can dive in very easily. So I think the simplicity of creating stuff and executing stuff is really what we wanted to achieve.
And how does the Automator connect with the wider Cuez suite to create a more powerful workflow?
There used to be a one-on-one relation between our Automator and the rundown, but here at IBC we are announcing that our Automator now is also able to work with all the other rundown systems. We are doing that via MOS. We used to be an API-driven company, but so we sold our soul to also go the MOS route. But now you can have our automation and our automation templates running in iNews, in ENPS. We're working on Saga, Octopus, and all the others. So I think that's really gonna be a game changer. But because now you can keep doing your flagship news with Mozart or Overdrive. These days you have to produce way more live content, and now with the same rundown tool, you can have people from digital or from a podcast or from a talk show where you didn't want to do the effort of invest in automation. And now you can do that in a very simple way.
Yeah, it's all about making it more accessible to people.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest discussions at IBC is, of course, AI. And how do you think, looking ahead, where do you see AI fitting into the automation, into Cuez, automator, and just the automation as a concept in general? And how will it help production teams in the control room in the future?
Yeah, first of all, creating content and setting up all the templates remains a very technical challenge. So what we're working on is to use AI to facilitate the setup. I always believe that it's so easy to open your phone and play back a YouTube clip. I mean, in TV it's so hard. So I think AI can help us to more easily set up templates for the automator. The goal of our automator is also to have people or editorial people execute the automations, because we made very simple triggers, very graphical, easy, understandable triggers. But there's always some live things that are happening live, so that's often why you still need a switcher to manipulate something that is happening live. I think that AI can help us also to react on things that are happening that you didn't foresee. When somebody walks in and that you didn't prepare and you want to show his lower third, for example, that the automation can help there. And these things these are things we are working on that we want to show in the very near future.
Yeah, so the important message here is that AI is not here to replace people, but to assist them all the technicalities and all the difficult part of the job. All right, thank you very much for joining us for this podcast. And maybe one last question. If you had one message for creative teams that maybe are a little bit hesitant to switch to automation, what would that message be?
I think automation can really help you to be more relevant and being there on all social channels. You're able to produce way more content. I think our automation and the way we built our rundown helps you to be comfortable and to be sure that you can execute very complex technical tasks from a very simple user interface.
All right. Thank you very much, Eric. And this was Kate live from IBC 2025. Thanks for tuning in, and we're going to see you in the next episode. And happy automating.